Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Good afternoon to everyone. Today, I am privileged to stand in front of you, my family, my friends, my workmates, and my chairman. It has been more than a decade since a man with a vision, our very own and beloved chairman Lee Jong-hyun, brought forth the idea of putting up a theater in this country that will cater to the growing tourist market. Over the past decade, we have so far offered employment and opportunities for our people, provided entertainment and valuable service to tourists, and most importantly, placed our company in the map. We have gone far, we have gone wide. We have seen the skies, we have touched the ground. Like any other business, we have had our ups and downs, and so far we have prevailed. Or so we thought. These days we are plagued and haunted by the successes that we have achieved because we are now on the verge of collapse as a company and as a business entity. Lately, I have had nightmares about our fate and the paths that we will have to take to ensure that we remain afloat. Not only afloat, but seek the greatness we so deserve. Yes, these are bad times to become president. I would have welcomed this presidency 4 years ago when there were resources under our disposal. I so desired this presidency when I was on top of my game and when I knew most that I was invincible and unbeatable. These days, I am more scared than anything else, looking at the prospects as to why I am president. But like anything else that life throws upon us, I welcome this challenge. I am proud that I am anointed president at this juncture of our company's history because these are real bad times. There was an instance when I was asked, would I rather go to heaven or hell? And without hesitation, I said, hell, simply because heaven would only bore me towards my second death. Because what is life without challenge? What is life without pain and suffering? So much like anything deserved, this presidency is sweetest for me. Becoming president 4 years ago would have been too easy. Remember that great men are born from fire and greater men evolves from chaos.
Today, I will share with you why this company matters most to me and why, like seemingly in a prophetic kind of a way, I am here. Why I am here at the Manila Film Center, why we are here, and why I belong to be here. In 1989, right in this very theater, when I was a teacher at St. Scholastica's College, I held the hand of a co-teacher from the science department as we watched Denzel Washington in Cry Freedom. She would later be my wife and mother to my children and one of my best supporters in life and love. Mommy, please take a bow. In 2001, then Vice President Park Ki-suk in Aloha Hotel convinced me to join this company. That was September 1, 2001. That was my mother's birthday. My mother had passed away. After that day at Aloha Hotel, I rode my motorcycle to my mother's grave and offered my new job to my mother, being proclaimed president. And today is the birthday of my second mother, Tita Mary. Tita Mary, happy birthday, and thank you for making me feel as if I was your own. I was never an orphan, well, because you are always there. And finally, I offer this presidency to the people who make up this family, past and present. Our amazing show family, a decade of toil and perseverance, a decade of happiness and grief. Most important is the decade of entertainment that we have given our public. The prominence that we have given this country, and our initiatives to keep ourselves world-class, despite. You have always made me feel as if I was already president a long time back. I have always been happy here because despite our trials and tribulations, we have remained together and steadfast in keeping ourselves tightly knit as a family and as an entity. We have proven time and again that we are strong yet flexible, that we have the ability to bounce back in times of crisis. In this presidency, now more than ever, I shall ask for your help. Like always, and I know that you will offer the best that you can. Allow me to summarize my immediate program of action. For the first 6 months, we will immediately start renovation of our organizational structure to allow us to better facilitate our actions as an entity. This will entail challenges, changes, and would mean democratizing decision-making capabilities to smaller units to allow each employee to participate and be accountable to matters pertinent in rebuilding this company. Because we, as a business entity, is now in the red, it is quite obvious that sacrifices will have to be made on all levels of this organization. For that matter, do not worry too much. As per my experience, no sacrifice is without reward, and no hardship is without redemption. The 6-month setup period will hopefully allow us to reap what we have sowed for us to be allowed to benefit more. Rhetorically, let us take care of this amazing chicken so we can eat the amazing egg. I am thanking all of you in advance for the diligent cooperation and your understanding. You know, unlike my predecessors, this is the first time in my institutional memory that such an event like this one has occurred. An inauguration for an incoming president. I am deeply flattered and at the same time scared and worried, since this is also the first time that the presidency of this company will carry with it a fixed term of office. Therefore, I will only have a short period of time to accomplish what must be accomplished and perform long-term miracles before I am finally crucified. With the challenges ahead, I shall always seek your guidance, our stakeholders, my loved ones, my chairman, who has been father, brother, and friend for a decade. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone, for the trust, confidence, and support. Now this is the normal me, and I want the normal you. Amazing! 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 God bless us all.
Thank you, sir. And now, may we please call on stage Mrs. Dandan, Christina Dandan, to share with us a very short message for our